Hey there, YouTube. So, Steve here, and we have had another very tumultuous day. I was kind of hesitating on actually recording today for the simple reason that, like earlier in the program when we initially had soybeans and I believe it was corn on as some stuff we were going to trade. Um, well, as you can see here, the numbers here for natural gas are not correct because we are long at 4.282. Current value is 4.342, and yet it still shows a negative of nearly 13 grand, which kind of kills our equity. During the day, at one point, we were up to about 134,000 equity, roughly, I believe. And a lot of that was due to the natural gas kind of shooting up there. So I'm not really sure what's up with that. Trading Views is just kind of, they're not part of the CME. They're not like a major broker or anything like that. I really like the software, but it doesn't always give us the information we need or want. But anyway, so just to kind of ignore this whole thing, let's get started. For natural gas, for example, our oscillator up here, and I'm going to move that down because I was changing that up for some screenshots on social media, just because I didn't want to have all this clouding the field there for a couple of candlestick patterns. But so we should definitely be long right now, and according to this, we should be showing a gain here. So I'm just going to leave that as is, and hopefully this is going to be something that will correct itself over the next day or so. Tomorrow's Friday, so hoping in quotes to move on a little bit. Gold, we are shorting. For once, we are in the green. That's just kind of how it goes. We're going to leave that right as it is because gold is pretty range bound. I'm not great at trading it. We're going to leave that right as it is. Alright, on to copper. Copper, we are still kind of hanging on in this little range here. As I've mentioned before, it says we are currently in the bearish mode in our indicator, but we're not going to do that right now because we are still between these support and resistance levels. I'm going to leave that right as it is, and if it crosses below here, then by all means I will go bearish. But until then, this is my discretionary decision that I'm making because I've marked this as a support level. So far it has held true. We're going to leave that right as it is. On to crude. So we have had quite a rise. This is another thing that kind of confuses me, that we have a red candle and then another red candle, even though that red candle is kind of higher than the one we already had. Maybe that's due to a gap during the hour that it was closed down. I don't know. But we're going to keep it long for now because our oscillator right here is still saying stay long. Natural gas. We've already been over this. I don't understand why it is showing what it is showing right here. At one point today, it was showing like plus, I want to say like $28,000, something like that. So we are quite in a dip right now for what I can't really explain as far as reasons go. So we're going to ignore that. As far as bonds go, we have kind of had a crossover here, but it's kind of still in this range here. So I'm going to leave it right as it is. And if it continues to go down, then by all means we're going to stay short. But if it goes up above a support level, then I'm going to go long. And I will mark that tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. I know I'm very ad hoc about this sort of thing. I'm very flexible when it comes to my numbers. 10-year, same thing. Although this one has already crossed back down. So who knows? I don't know. Hopefully this goes well for us. For the Russell, let's switch to the 8-hour. That's what I use for indexes. We are short. Index is short. We've crossed into the breakdown zone. The overall market is not happy with what Jerome Powell has said. And so, I don't have a positive opinion of him either. He is a lawyer, not an economist. I don't know him on a personal level, but I don't like any of the speeches that I've heard from him so far. So, nothing personal, Jerome, but you just keep costing me money, that's all. ES, same thing. We are still very much down here between all of my support and resistance levels that I have marked. Down by 600 bucks. That's a little bit over 10 points on ES. That's not a big deal. This is probably, if I were to switch right now, that'd be like the first negative trade that we've had so far on ES. It's one of the more consistent ones for me. I don't know. I'm going to leave this one right as it is for now, just because I don't see any reason to change it. In fact, on the oscillator down here, we already have had a cross down, so I don't know. Gonna leave it as is because I'm leaning bearish. As far as the economy goes, as far as the market goes, both together, I'm very negative. And silver, we are bearish. We're going to keep it that way because why wouldn't we at this point? I've mentioned before, I like silver a lot more than gold. It's a lot better for swing trading. At least for my strategies, I like it a lot better. So, I'm going to keep it this way. Excuse me, very tired. I'm going to stop this video short because I have nothing interesting to say. Just that it's showing that we have 95,000 equity. We should be significantly higher than that because of natural gas. So I'm going to see how that goes for the next couple days. Hopefully it fixes itself. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Because at one point I took a screenshot. Today we were up to about 134,000 when natural gas was at its peak. So that was nice. I was currently in Spanish class, actually, which I know hearing that probably makes me sound a lot younger than I am, but I'm actually in my late 20s. I took Spanish a lot when I was a teenager, but yeah, no, okay, never mind, that's copper. Okay, yeah, no, HG, NG, they kind of look the same when the font is that small. But you can see it's already shot up by that much. Like, it should be significantly higher. Because that's, for every 0.001, that's 10 bucks. So we should be at least about, 60 points higher. So 600 bucks higher. Or somewhere thereabouts, I don't know. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow.